Hello football fans and Real Madrid fans. Going to do this video a little bit differently. Hopefully this is better light in this room. But this here is the Real Madrid away shirt for 25-26. I have the fan version here on the left. And I have the player version, the authentic, here on the right. One of them is £85 and the other is £120. So I'm going to show you all the differences between these shirts. You can see there, slight colour difference between the two. That's because they're completely different materials. I'm going to show you all those little details. So let's get started on the fan version, which is going to be stitched and embroidered. You can see there, it's an embroidered Adidas logo and stitched onto the shirt. Whereas over on the player version, it's a beautiful heat applied transfer with lovely little intricate details there. Look how nice does that look. So that's the authentic, the player version, and that is the replica, which is the fan or stadium shirt. And next I will show the club crest, which of course on the fan version is going to be stitched and embroidered. It's embroidered there, lovely detail, stitched onto the shirt. And then over on the player version, it is heat applied, but just look at those little textures. How nice does that look? It's all in the details, guys. Look how beautiful that looks. And the Emirates is different on these shirts. Usually they're just the same transfer, but it's completely different on this one. So that is the fan version. There's no details on the lettering, but when we go to the player version, you can see lovely little details there, look, with the lines. See that? Okay, so next I'm going to show you the three stripes. The club sponsor there, the HP on the sleeve, is heat applied, but the three stripes here are stitched onto the fan version. See those little stitchings there? And it comes across to the other side, of course. But then we'll go from that, which is more, it's built for more hard wearing, to be more robust, and then we go from there to the heat applied on the player version. See the difference there? It's just those little circles or hexagon shapes, they don't stick out or anything. They're not embossed, it's just a flat stripe. The sponsor's the same, I think. Look, that's the fan version, and the only thing different is the material, of course, there. Look. So I'll show you the collar, the neck detail. This is a crew neck. You can see it has it's a little bit segmented there, if that's even a word, I don't know, but you can see there, it looks really good on the replica. And it is a crew neck, stitching around the neck there, look. Both of these shirts are a size large. Then we go to the player version, which of course we're going to get the heat pads on the back there, but you can see the material difference drastically there, look. So we go from that, this is the authentic, the same as what the players wear, to the replica there, look, the fan version. Okay, so let's go back to the bottom. This is the Aeroready. You can see these stripes here emulates the Santiago Bernabéu stadium. So it's like a tribute to the stadium itself. And those little highlights are like a mint green colour. Looks really, it looks better than it does on this screen, I think. But you can see there, the highlights, seems to be the same colour. The material, you can tell the material difference is there though, look. And you can see the stripes look much better on the authentic look there. So if we go from that, of course we've got the contour shape as well at the bottom, like that. So let's go across both. Look at the stripe details to that one. It's a really nice shirt. I'll flip these shirts over, show you the back. Right, so this is the back. You can see the colour differences on the two materials. Look, they're a little bit better. So obviously we've got the replica here on the right, on the left, sorry. Don't know my left and my right. But there we go, that's the authentic. That is the fan version. You can see the texture. It's a smooth material, this, look. See there? Let's just show you the back of the underarm, look. So this is the fan version. And then we change over to the authentic, look, completely different there. It's much more breathable, all that. But you can see the segments there. This material is totally different also. Look at that. You've got the circular heat patches, or well, breathable parts there. That material runs throughout the whole of the entire back, that bit there, look. But that's it, yeah. What name and number would you have on the back? Let me know in the comments. And I'm going to flip these over now for final thoughts on this shirt for this year, for the away shirt. Okay, so final thoughts. It's a lovely looking shirt. It's a tribute to the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium with these stripes running through it. It emulates the stadium, the outside of the stadium rather. But let me know if you're team Aeroready or if you're team authentic. For me, I think I'm going to have to go with the authentic on this one. The colour looks just much better, in my opinion. I love the fact that they've changed the Emirates finally. And it's not just the same transfer on both, which it usually is. But don't forget to like, subscribe, watch all the videos popping up right about now. Hopefully we can do the third shirt for the 25-26 season. But you must like, subscribe. Helps push the page out there to other people and other Real Madrid fans. But I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.